Mr. Truck here up in the Colorado Rockies. We are by Moffett Tunnel. It's a railroad tunnel that was really famous back around the turn of the century, last century. And that's where we're at, driving ATVs up here. We got snowed out, hailed out, rained out, so we had to come back down the mountain. But we're up here trying out this new 2017 2500 Ram Tradesman. That's the work truck. We haven't got a chance to do many work trucks, but this is the truck you would get, the construction guys, the big businesses. And the way this is equipped, this would be for your minimum wage guys, your managers and yourself. You'd want to get a few more options. Now this is cool because it's got the chrome bumper, the chrome grille, the chrome wheels, 6.4 Hemi, automatic, cruise control, tilt wheel, XM radio. But it doesn't have chrome mirror, which is not a big deal, but it doesn't have power mirror, doesn't have power windows, power door locks, power seat. But the power mirror is the big thing to me. I would have to have that. And I'd probably have to have power door locks so I can have a key fob so I run around with my key. But this is a work truck, so they're the base work that you can afford. I mean, this one's like $36,000 MSRP. So, with rebates and all that, you can probably get it dramatically lower. But this would be a good one to have. It's two-wheel drive. It's an 8-foot bed, which you don't see often. A single cab. Has the 40 seats, whatever they're called. So you can get seats, seat belts for 3. Middle seat can be either a console, armrest, or a seat. It's not real thick. But, it is what it is. I mean, it's a work truck. This is the kind of trucks that I used to buy on the farm. I didn't buy any fancy trucks. And I got so tired of moving the mirror with my thumb. But anyway, this is what you start off with. We can't all start off with the best of the line, Longhorn, Laramie, all the way up there. So son, David, how much power do we have?
It's got 410 horsepower and 429 foot-pound of torque.
Awesome, we got power. And we're pulling about 8,000 pounds worth of trailer and about 1,700 pounds payload. So we're not overworking it. And I'll give you those numbers on what it can tow and what the payload is in just a little bit. Come join us. Well, we're looking at the design of this Ram 3500. Of course, this is the work truck, so it has power, nothing. Has roll-up windows, push-button door locks. But the interesting thing, they put the window crank so low you can barely reach it. Instead of being up where it's comfortable or easy to use, it's down next to where your pop can is. So when you crank your window, you knock your pop over in the pop holder in the door. And this is what we have here with this Gen Y hitch. This is the adjustable hitch, which, this one here is a 7.5 height, reverse or up or down, and the single pin, quick adjustments on it. And you can go 3 balls, you can go to pintle hitch, and then weight distributing hitch. All fits on the same hitch, which is so cool. And this is the spring arm, and this is where it's adjusted. And this thing here, that little J clamp or L clamp, grabs the bar as you turn the corner and controls the sway. So it has built-in sway control, which is really important. Very easy to adjust your height and your pressure on it. But that's what's cool about Gen Y. One hitch will do it all. Anything you want. 3 different ball sizes, pintle hitch, weight distributing hitch. It goes on and on. This one drops 7.5 or goes up 7.5 inches. But that's got the 2 inch. This is rated at 16,000 pounds for a 2-inch receiver, which is about as high as you'll find. Cool. Ah! Mr. Truck here, out reviewing a truck today. We got the new Ram 2500 Hemi Tradesman, and Anderson sent me this ultimate trailer gear. It has all these parts in it. This one is for the travel trailer. This is the ultimate trailer gear travel trailer. They also have one for a 5th wheel. And what it has in there is all the goodies that I use with a toy hauler, with an RV. We got the mat, which goes under your jack, and it has 4 leveling blocks. which is awesome. Keep them out of the mud and keep them from sinking. And of course it has wheel chucks, and it has the jack. This is the jack that you drive up on to raise yourself up the tire, up to change the tire. You do one axle with this, or you can do it this. I've had to do this in soft ground. Gets it up higher. And then they have the leveling jacks, which, and they all have places to put your jack hole if you need to use this for a block. Same way with the jack. Has all the holes. But this one, you get next to your tire, you drive over it, and then you decide how much wedge you need for lifting you up, wherever it fits. And that's how you level yourself out, each block under each tire. And that's their leveling system, which works pretty darn cool. You drive up and you slide. And then, the other thing, my favorite, and it comes in this really cool canvas bag, so you can keep it all together instead of having all your stuff scattered everywhere. Put it all in the bag, throw it in your underneath compartment. And this is your mud step. We call it a clean step. You stick that underneath the front side door. You wipe your feet off, get rid of the mud, and it's sturdy, and that's pretty cool. Because you know we get really muddy up here with our four-wheelers running around in the mud and the snow and the ice and the rain. And this is so awesome. Keep things clean. So, get a hold of Anderson or MrTruck.com and get you this bag full of goodies. It's the way to go. Go. Hi-ho, Silver. What a day, what a day, what a day.
Almost died.
Almost died. You almost froze to death. But there's a lesson to be learned. You don't go to the mountains in May with shorts. And you always wear a helmet. You always wear gloves. You always wear a jacket because it's always cold up here in the afternoons. And it rains or snows almost every afternoon.
The helmet made a huge difference.
Yeah,
The hail bounced off through the helmet.
Yeah, the hail, the snow, and the rain.
Hailing.
Full face helmet. You got emergency brake off? Yeah.
God
And
knows.
turn on the headlights so that we have lights. So we know that everything's working. Yeah, there you go. I see a light.
Oh, so here we go.
Now there's a
Yeah, I
dip
get to
right
sit in
here.
the middle.
Yeah. So don't do anything crazy in a dip.
It's got big old wide mirrors.
It does. These
That's
are actually the
one plus.
widest in the industry. They're not the biggest glass in the industry, but they have the widest reach. And part of that's because Ram has the biggest duals fenders in the market, so they have to reach past those big fenders. And they do look good. Ford's got the smallest fenders, and they're not the best looking, but they are better than they were, and they are functional. You get great visibility over the top of those mirrors. But this doesn't have a dual, but duals are
Careful,
pretty
'cause
big.
the train tracks.
There's a train track. Yeah, we are really
There's a train track.
in the middle of nowhere. By Moffett Tunnel. We drive on dirt roads a long ways to get here. Look at that. Train track goes right into the mountain and stops.
We were going up with the four-wheelers. I was like, that's not going
Yeah, that must be the tunnel that didn't get built. Yeah, it's quite a story about the Moffett Tunnel. Trying to find a shorter way to Salt Lake City.
That'd be interesting to know how many years. It does say on
It
there.
probably
doesn't it?
says
Yeah,
no one had done this
1929.
Yeah, Moffett died before he got anywhere near finishing, but yeah, there was that rock. He hit that one. So we could stop here and unload and go right up that trail. I think we could take the truck and trailer up that trail.
Don't look like it's wide enough for us.
This has been a weird road because usually county roads have a marking that says County Road 16, but not this one. We have some one thing in 7 miles, one roadside. The trail marks are all there, so you know they got that figured out. Everybody's pulled out of the camping site down there. Still snow up here.
Well, there's somebody right there. I can't believe they'd be up. But
Yeah, they got their tents. There we go. Original Bronco.
Wow.
Original Bronco.
People. Oh my gosh.
They got their dogs with them. But this is
Everybody
gorgeous in the fall.
signs everyone here.
Look at all the aspens. This would be so good in September, October to come up here. Watch the aspens turn. And we've actually pulled pretty well. We've got the Gen Y hitch on here with weight distributing and sway control. Truck handled great for me coming up.
Christ.
Got plenty of room in this nice little narrow road.
What's up, bro? See, everyone waves at each other.
Well, it's a friendly place. People are having fun up here. You know, it's not like it's in a city where everybody's chasing around trying to steal somebody else's parking spot. This is in the wilderness. Yeah, this place is full of train tracks. That's the one that goes into Moffat Tunnel. So we've historically gone over this famous track many times now. Yeah, see, it's got all the modern lights on it. So I think
Even if I did have a helmet, the right on, I would have.
yeah, and, you know, of course, you had a lot of distraction. Your feet, your legs were freezing. You had hail hitting your bare skin, and see, pants, off-road, pants, gloves, helmets, coats.
I mean, even the gloves made a huge difference.
Yeah, the gloves. I know it. When I used to ride motorcycles cross country, the hail hitting you on the knuckles would hurt like crazy. And that's when I started wearing gloves religiously.
That's why you don't ride motorcycles.
Well, I do. Got one back in this truck right here. Occasionally I ride. There's a parking spot we could have used.
Yeah, there
The
was
river
supposed
is
to be
so
a
pretty.
parking lot.
Yeah, we would buy a couple of them. We just didn't know how far it was to the destination, or we would have probably used one.
Yeah.
Really cool river. What river is that?
The one that flows.
Oh, the river runs through it.
That's not.
Holy cow, you hitting
Boulder,
all
is
the
it?
rocks? You hitting all the rocks? I'm not sure. It could be. Look at all the snow up here. Now this truck, 6.4 Hemi V8 with MDS, so it can shut off half the cylinders and save you fuel.
Oh,
I really
didn't
like
know
this
that.
engine. And this is a 410 rear end, so it's got plenty of guts to pull a trailer like this. And it's actually rated to tow 16,320, which I think is the best in its class.
No
It's
backseat.
up there. But it's also got a 3,987 payload rating with this particular truck in this long bed.
My butt hurts.
The max. Oh, wow. Your butt hurts. What we're doing here, even though we have almost 4,000 pound of payload available to us, with us in the cab and the camera equipment, the motorcycle in the back, the ton weight off the trailer, we got about 1,700 pound of payload. And then we got about 8,000 pounds of trailer. We have 3 ATVs in there. We don't have much water on it because we're just getting out of the winter. We haven't actually got it ready for summer driving. And this is cool. We came through here. We stopped at each one of these overpasses to make sure there's enough clearance for the air conditioner and the toy hauler. Yeah, you saw gingerbread man?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Painted on there.
Well, look at that water coming out of that culvert. That is some high-speed white water.
There was a high-speed truck coming right for us.
Yeah, that one guy with the little Subaru, he thought he was doing some drifting there.
He was
He was
drifting
sliding
there
around
for
the
a while.
corners. On
Yeah.
this dirt road, I guess. That's one place
Before
to-
it got all wet and nasty.
Yeah. Trying to see all the things that I want to point out on this.
If you're driving in the mountains, don't drive like an idiot.
That's true. This is a
I'm
full-size
talking
spare.
to you Californians.
Californians. 18-inch wheels. Yep, it's got the bright rear bumper too. It's got a lot of chrome on it. Yep, it is a 40-20-40 bench seat, and you just don't think that middle one's got enough foam in it.
My butt hurts.
Okay, well there's yours.
I have to sit in the middle. It has to be boy, girl, boy, girl.
It's called a Popular Equipment Group, and it's got the carpet on the floor. I'm not sure I understand that. I mean, even my truck's got rubber floor mat. I like the rubber part of it, but some people, that's an option, so you don't have to get that. You can get the rubber floor mat. When you're working with it in the mud, you climb in and down. It's not like the rubber floors. Yep, 410, I think it has a limited slip. They call it anti-spin differential, which I think is a clutch. Thank you, Sydney. Granddaughters are a lot of fun. This has rear sliding window, manual folding trailer towing mirrors. Uconnect. You should know what Uconnect is. It's all about connecting your phone to your radio.
Yeah, I did notice it had a bunch of the stuff.
Yeah.
I was playing music through my phone, but something was with the. I don't know what was with it. It was like not working right.
Well, this does also have the trailer brake controller, which is a big deal for me. I mean, I would insist on. I would have to have power mirrors because I use my mirrors a lot. I'm turning the
And the
corner.
windows are too like it's
Yeah.
just too far down. Like
Yeah,
when
they
you're
are.
driving, I don't know how the heck you're supposed to
Yeah,
freaking
you
roll it
barely
down.
could reach that. You reach way down for the window crank, and it's right where your little cup holder is.
I
down.
drive like a grandma. I have to have two hands on
Oh,
the
I
wheel.
understand. I was on the way up here. I had both my hands on. We did a lot of switchbacks. I'd love to go on that road again.
Yeah.
That was such a good
It
switchback.
was pretty,
road.
but
Yeah, that's the most extreme switchbacks I've ever seen.
This is, I know. Well, there's a bunch of cool ones by not Steamboat is named that town. Winter Park, on the way to Winter Park from I-70 on 40. Wonderful switchbacks, and you can see straight down to the switchback, so you get a great photography.
We kind of
view.
did one of those, but not.
Yeah, a long time ago I used to run that route. This is a 4-star rollover. It does not rate on anything else but the rollover. That's kind of, well, maybe that's what heavy duties are. Tailgate with your key. It's a class 4 hitch or class 5 hitch. That's what the rating is on it. You can manually lock everything. That's another thing, is
Look
get
at
out
the
of car, that push
trailer.
button.
It's getting covered in mud.
what do you want
Yeah.
about?
The trailer is getting covered.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Well, it rains.
Where's the? Did you see my
torrentially.
camera?
Downpour.
If it's covered in mud, we'll have to clean it off.
No, your camera's
pretty
far
high.
enough up. I think that you're okay.
This is kind of muddy.
Is there
It's
like a mount up there? That's
Yeah.
Okay.
My butt's still wet.
I don't want to hear about your butt. Let's see.
No heated seats.
Yeah, no heated seats.
No heated seats.
This,
So that's, I drive a work truck. That's what my main truck is. It's an XL, so it's rubber floor. It's all in. But I got the packages that give me the door locks, the windows, the mirrors. It says tilt wheel, which is good. And it has cruise control. My last work truck before this one didn't have power mirrors, didn't have cruise. I had to add cruise to it because I was towing cross country a lot. So certain things you really want to have in this, but I've driven these kind of trucks for decades. This is what we have on the farm. We didn't have fancy trucks. Cattle prices weren't so high, wheat prices weren't so high. So,
I gotta say, this is my least favorite vehicle I've driven in.
but it does ride with the trailer. Rides really well. This is a rough road, but without a trailer, it bounces. This is 4-corner coil, progressive coil on the rear. So that means the coils they're wide and they get closer together, and that gives you more capacity on weight to level you out, which I like. But the crew cab 4-wheel drives, which is usually what I get, ride better than this one does. And part of this because it's a light truck. It doesn't have a crew cab, doesn't have 4-wheel drive. It has that long bed. So like now we've got weight in there, so it rides good. Without weight, it doesn't. It's kind of how the dynamics of that works. But it's got the basics. And it's so cool. It's got XM radio.
Oh yes, you love your XM radio.
I do. I love my channel 32, that classic rock. And you had, what did you have? You had rap on it or something?
I did.
Okay.
Talk crap about my music.
No, I'm not saying anything about your music. Crap.
Okay.
No, I've listened to some weird stuff too, like Charlie Pride and
No, I don't know who that
Willie
is.
Nelson and all those guys.
Sound like old people.
I still want to know what's with the bird nests.
Bird nests every 100 yards. It's got to be something. I don't know what it is. It's probably one of those presidential projects to save the earth. I don't know.
And they're all labeled, numbered, and labeled.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're feeders or if they're nests. They could be nests. That's Project Symphony. Get on the internet and find out what in tarnation.
I don't even have any
You
service.
don't-
I haven't had service for hours.
That's because you play so much rap music on your telephone. It fries it. It fries it. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
But it's not a bad truck for
No, this is
baseline, half ton.
this is the kind of trucks that I
one
drove for
ton.
years. Yeah, on the farm.
If
This
you're
is
gonna
what we
pay
did.
$30,000 for a truck, it better have power windows.
No. That's
Not-
40, 50,000. You get all that stuff. You give them 30. But basic cars would at that price.
Well, get yourself a nice car.
But I
and
would
serve
say
a
my
truck.
first 20 years, maybe even 30 years, this is the truck I bought. A 2-wheel drive, basic, single cab, long bed.
Well, you're
That's
basic.
what I had on the farm. I am. I pulled trailers with them. I did all kinds of stuff. Later on, I finally got to where I could get 4-wheel drives and crew cabs and then, an automatic transmission. So, yeah, back in my day after high school, we didn't have too many automatic transmissions, mostly manuals. You
still.
all you
You
get is
can't,
automatics.
yeah, you can't even find the manual.
Well, I'm a big fan of automatics now. They've changed a lot. Lock-up torque converter, it'll do basically everything that a manual does. And a lot more manageable.
Oh, there's like random.
Oh, solar.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen a bunch of them. They're like randomly.
Well, it's probably some of the
Nice.
switch lights they use for the train, because there's not much electricity flowing through here. You'd think there is a little kind of a cord that follows the tracks.
It'd be cool to like take the train. Like if there was like a train that came through that was like a people train.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
mail
It
train
can't
or
be
something.
really popular because we've been through here now for hours and we haven't seen one train go through. But it has the modern
Well,
lights.
it'd be pretty, okay.
It would be. It would be cool. Just like when I drove the Ford Raptors out in some desert north of San Diego, there was a train there really long that hauled the junk that they make drywall out of. And it just barely moved, chugged along real slow all day long, every day. So I don't know on this train what they haul in freight or oil or what. But it'd be interesting to know. So that's when once you get internet, you'll have to look all that up for us.
At least the path we took on was like smooth. Like I got up to like 4.
Yeah, it wasn't.
4.
The trail wasn't like most trails we've
It was
hit.
pretty
Yeah.
nice compared to some of them.
Right, it's just
Where
a
I had to have
little
my
bit
dad
rough.
take over because I couldn't.
Yeah,
get
that's exactly the kind of trail we want to find for you, so you can have fun with it and go faster, not spend all your time trying to be scared to death over some of these crazy shelves we go over. So no, this is why we did this. We wanted you to enjoy the ride and
I did until the
until the hail and the snow and the rain. Well, oh well.
the thunder scared the living crap out of me.
Yeah,
Well,
that was kind of scary.
loud,
Oh, it was
yes.
so
But
loud.
we're pretty close to the sky, so the lightning and the thunder was really
But I
close.
couldn't hear the
I could
thunder, the
You must
light
have-
thunder in my helmet. And
You had a good
then
helmet. I could hear mine.
Once it hit that one time, I about wet myself.
Yeah.
The trail wasn't bad
Ground
though. We didn't
shook.
hit too many.
No, we didn't even get to the top of the mountain. I bet it's really cool the further
Yeah.
you go.
Well, the view is really pretty in some of the spots.
Oh yeah,
I
you can
took
see
a
the
bunch of
river.
pictures.
Yeah, I stopped and looked at the river. That's why I was waiting for you guys to make sure you saw that really cool view. But I guess you saw it and took
Oh, we
pictures of
we
it.
did. We were just slow.
It was it was a little bit before the
what
the
this
hell
is
started
about.
coming in. Well, this is where I thought we
Yeah.
were supposed to turn
Yeah, I kept
first
saying
time.
we were supposed to turn right there. See, that's the thing about these directional
South
books.
Boulder Creek.
Yeah, they don't
That's what it
always
says.
always accurate. And there's that trail books and one of the four wheelers in that.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't get soaked.
And we got tons of pickup truck questions, right?
Right. Where do we go for the answers?
We go to the Truck Nuts book.
Because we're truck nuts. And we wrote the book, Truck Nuts. We're nuts about truck. The ultimate guide to buying a truck, or to
Yep.
looking at a truck, or judging a truck. You know, whether it's diesel versus gas, new versus used, what your teenagers should learn about trucks, all that. You do all kinds of cool tests.
Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We do the iGauntlet, world's toughest towing test, up the mountain and down the mountain. We do MPG testing on the highway, loaded with trailers.
Yeah.
We do off-road testing. A lot of that data is in this book as well, and it's a one-stop shop for truck information.
That's true. We test trucks maximum capacity up to the biggest grades you can do on the interstate.
Yep.
So we really put them to the test. And you know, you can get all the facts you can't find anywhere else. We do MPG tests, which you can't find on any sticker anywhere. So you know, all that stuff that you can't find is in the book.
And you can find the book at trucknutsbook.com. There are links to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other bookstores as well.
So read about your truck nuts.